talking about the one bin for all process and the virtues of it or not. But I'll let Attorney Feldman.
I'll give my time to say, Mayor, when you proceed like this.
Once you go beyond the process and you start deliberating whether or not it's a good idea, since it's a matter that would ultimately be on a public, on the agenda of this council, then it is a problem under the Open Meetings Act, since there's nothing on the agenda to address whether or not one for all is a good idea.
May I reclaim my time?
Yes,
Keep on there. Go ahead. You follow us here? Because I need to reclaim my time here. Mayor, with all due respect, this particular item is $5 million to do recycling or to continue recycling. And the city's already embarked upon a strategy, whether they're grant dollars or otherwise, they're public dollars on the one bin for all. Now, these two issues are inextricably intertwined. You cannot, they're not mutually exclusive at all. Whether this council member votes to spend $5 additional million going forward strategy single stream depends on how he answers my question about what we're going to do or not do as it relates to one bin for all. I don't see how you can exclude the two.
But if you have a specific question about the bins, then that's one thing. But you were starting to talk about whether the research you found on the one bin for all process, and that's getting away from the point. I hadn't heard your question yet.
That's the point I was going to make. I really didn't really get my question out before. I was engaged, but let me move forward and try to approach it from a different angle. I'll watch Mr. Feldman's face over there and see if he's more at ease with this particular approach. But I can assure you, I'm going to try my best to get back to my same point to the extent that I can. The allocation of $5 million today, what is the impact on the garbage fee that the administration has talked about? You have said that we were not going to pro-offer, but it seems that there's discussion about maybe a garbage fee. If we were to spend $5 million and take the recycling initiative throughout the city of Houston, is this going to have any impact on whether the citizens have to pay $4 a month for a fee? Is there a fee attached to this?
Is there a fee attached to the
Garbage pickup in the city of Houston?
for currently or in association with this, with the recycled cards?
Let's try it this way. The $5 million we're going to spend today is going to allow the city of Houston to have recycled single-stream bins at all homes, correct?
That is correct, yes, sir.
Because we're spending the $5 million, public dollars, would the citizens have to pay that $4 a month for garbage pickup? See, I don't want the city to do it both ways. We spend it here, then we tell the citizens they got to pay for it.
If I may, Councilmember, I think to answer your question, because I think I've stood here and sat here for the last 7 years and talked about the structural integrity of the solid waste system and how we do all the things, provide the services which the neighborhoods and the council members ask us to provide, and how we are limited in that regard, specifically with regards to equipment purchasing, with regards to illegal dumping, with regards to neighborhood inspection. Those things are what I have spoken about with regards to a fee, expansion of neighborhood depositories and recycling centers. The purchase of the carts, as we have done in the past, what that has done is brought down the net cost of operating the department as we have cost increases that are outside the control of the system, be those the landfill rates, the cost of trucks, then the negotiated items, which we vote on.
See, the clock is going tick-tock over here.
Yes, sir.
$4 or not is what I'm trying to ask.
It has, the $4 has nothing to do specifically with the purchase of these cars.
Okay. The other thing, you mentioned that we could use the recycling bins down the road. If we were to go to the one bin for all, we could use the recycling, the green cans for garbage purposes.
Yes.
What are we going to do with the regular garbage cans then?
As I indicated earlier, Council Member, as we have lost carts over time through the system, those will be avoided purchases
since I still have a few seconds left, I think I'm committed to make a commentary on my time, Mr. Feldman. The data I have read indicates that the one bin for all is not the way to go because it contaminates the commodity, whether it's paper, cardboard, the sulfite materials. That's not the way to go. I thank you for your response, Council. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilwoman Christie.